Kabilang sa mga idinadawit na pangalan sa pagkamatay ni Negros Oriental Gov, dating gobernador ng probinsya na si Pryde Henry Teves. Pero giit niya, wala siyang kinalaman sa krimen at handang ibukas sa pulisya ang kanyang bank account at komunikasyon para sa imbestigasyon. Kaugnay niyan, makakausap po natin siya mismo ng live. Magandang umaga po, Ginoong Teves.
Yes, Sir Igan. Magandang umaga sa inyo at sa lahat mong fans sa unang hirit po. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Sabi po ng PNP sa panayam din namin kahapon, bukas sila sa mungkahin yung ipasilip ang inyong bank accounts. May nakipag-ugnay na ba sa PNP o kayo ba mismo ay lumapit na sa kanila para pumirma dito sa waiver of confidentiality, Governor?
Yes po, I already signed my waiver of confidentiality. I submitted it to the local DOJ provincial office yesterday, personally.
Opo.
Then I sent through LBC another copy straight to the office of Secretary Boyeng Rimulya po.
Anong ano pong nararamdaman nyo?
Yes po.
Na nadadawit po ang pangalan nyo dito sa pagkamatay po ni Governor Degamo?
Well, natural. It's very stressing, especially to my wife and my children. Because syempre, pag ganito, suddenly I'm in the national news all over for something that is not, not good. So syempre, lahat mas-stress. Pati yung mga anak natin, yung wife natin, ganun. Let me add lang po even the board of Tulong or HTG Agri-Ventures already made a resolution also opening up the whole corporation for to open for investigation, including bank accounts and whatever, so that rather than intrusive searches, mas maganda yung ganon para the investigators will just come and freely investigate anywhere para kung ano man ang makita nila, malabas na rin lahat yan, at kung ano ang matitrace nilang information, matitrace na nila lahat, so that we can go on smoothly with what we're doing. Because right now, because of this, of course, pag maraming informed personnel, pati yung farmer clients namin, syempre, mati-threaten, di ba?
Opo.
And of course, the business will suffer because of that. Kasi syempre, kung alam nilang may checkpoint, may ID, may gano'n, matatakot sila, especially sa compound. So, the board decided unanimously yesterday to open it up. But we already signed here yung mga directors na nandito sa probinsya, nag-sign na. Pinadala na namin sa Manila ngayon para ma-sign din ng mga directors sa Manila. Then I believe it will be submitted as soon as possible straight to the DOJ Manila po.
So itong binabagay yung korporasyon ang may-ari ng buong compound na niraid po ng PNP CIDG?
Yes po, that's HTG Agri-Ventures in which I am president and I own 10% of po.
Opo. So yung mga nasamsam po doon ng mga armas, may pera pa, anong reaksyon ng board dito?
Siyempre, na-shock po, pati ako, no? Kasi actually, it's a very big property. It's 52 hectares. But yung aming Azucarera itself and most of the community residents, which are our employees, live in a 10-hectare compound with about 100 houses, no? Iba-ibang empleyado nakatira dyan, 100 houses for generations. Then there's a 42-hectare property outside the gated compound, Roland, which is still owned by the corporation. It's
Opo.
52 hectares. That's 520,000 square meters.
Opo.
And it's not gated. It's open. It's easier to regulate sa 10. It's harder to regulate sa 42. So just like us in the company, we would also like to know who did what and how these things came about dito. But sa gated, mas madali kong matrace kasi may logbook, may, kahit saan ka pumunta, may guards assigned. Sa labas, mas mahirap po para sa amin. I'm sure.
Governor, may hinihinala ba kayong sino nagbaon ng mga ito?
Definitely, the security agency that I contracted will have a lot of explaining to do with us. Yes po.
Pero malalaking uri ng armas po ito eh. Sinasabi, pati ating mga sundalo at pulis, walang ganitong service firearms na tulad ng mga nahukay po sa compound.
Yes. Actually, let me rephrase it, sir. Yung nahukay sa labas yung 10-hectare compound.
Okay.
It's on the Roland outside.
Opo.
But pati ako nagulat kasi isipin mo IED, Ako, sir, allergic ako sa IED kasi biktima ako ng IED, if you remember. Di ba?
Okay.
I'm a bombing survivor. The scars on my body, whole body, reveal it. 7 people perished. I almost lost my life. I spent 35 days in coma, 7 months before I could walk again, and 2.5 years before I was completely rehabbed with 22 operations, no less. Kaya allergic ako dyan sa IED. Ako, as president, had I known there was something like that, I would be the first one to have it, either diffused or thrown away. Kasi delikado yan eh. Alam mo yung 52-hectare property sa labas? Pasture land yan. Maraming pupunta dyan, nagdadala ng baka, kambing, naglalakad dyan para ihatid yung kambing sa hapon, kukunin. Kung maglalagay ka ng idea na sumabog yan, ang daming kawawa. And I will never want other people to experience what I have gone through. I've gone through a lot already.
Opo.
That's too much. Opo.
Governor, isa kayo sa tinuturong utak dito sa kaso pagpatay kay Governor Digamo.
I am not sure
Pero wala
yet,
pang
but,
kaso.
I am being investigated
nababanggit
for sure.
kayo dito sa nila
Yes,
Mayor
po.
Digamo. Ano ba, nata-trial by publicity ho ba kayo? Kasi hanggang ngayon walang kaso.
Well, kaya nga ako rin, I've always been, respecting authority. I also would not like to make comments that, will hurt other people. I'd rather wait for the official papers, like if there's a search warrant now, I'd rather wait for the official search results to be there.
Opo.
So that if I am to be questioned, which I already said that I am ready to be, if I'm called anytime to answer
Opo.
questions and clarify whatever,
Opo.
nasabi ko na yan, na-text ko na rin yan kay Sec Boying personally, na kung kailangan nyo ako para makadagdag ng informasyon as to, relationships, dynamics, who called what, and, including my cell phones, I'm ready.
Opo.
Para naman lahat ng pwedeng, information na available
Na
sa
makatulong.
akin, mabibigay ko. Opo.
Nanawagan kayo umuwi na si Congressman Arnolfo Teves Jr. dahil kayo naiipid dito. Kayo ba mismo, naniniwala kayong utak po si Congressman Arnie Teves sa pagkapaslang kay Governor Digamo?
Of course, as a brother, I would always like to believe na hindi. Siyempre, kapatid ako eh.
Yes, sir.
Kahit paano, kukuya ko yan eh. But hindi ko siya pinapauwi dahil sa sinasabi ko naiipit ako. Pinapauwi ko siya kasi yung buong pamilya namin, magkapatid ko, parents ko, yung tatay ko nasa pre-departure na po eh. December 8 pang nasa ospital, hanggang ngayon pre-departure na. Can he forgive himself kung sakaling, unfortunately, my father will suddenly leave without him being able to see him? Diba? Besides, if he will make himself available, then most certainly, madi-diffuse na lahat yung
Perception.
Yes, tsaka yung stress na lahat kami magkakapatid na naiwan na, doing the daily grind.
Opo.
Yes po.
Pero nagkakausap po ba kayo ni Congressman Teves?
The last time po was 3 days ago.
Opo.
Called me and I told him that it is mine and my brothers and your parents' position that you should come home. Well, he was still very worried about the security. Sinabi ko, kung presidente na ang nagsabi sa'yo na hindi na ipoprotektahan ka, he's the most powerful person in the land.
Opo.
Besides, if the speaker will offer you safe haven in Congress, which you are still a member, even if you're suspended,
Opo.
I think that is good enough. I think that's good enough.
Pero
Yes.
naglingkod po kayong governor sa Negros Oriental. Alam ko, pati kayo mismo ay naghahanap din ng hustisya dito sa nangyari bilang pong dating ama ng Negros Oriental. Kung hindi ho kayong magkapatid na Teves ang utak dito, sino pa ho ang pwedeng manakit kay Governor Digamo?
Sir, I am a non-lawyer. I'm also a non-investigator.
Opo.
But I believe the resources available to our government as far as investigation is concerned, especially if thorough investigations will be done, getting all these connections between who and what, and
Opo.
logistics, and of course money. Because operations like this need money.
Opo.
If that can be all traced, then definitely the money trail, communication trail, logistics trail will lead to who is really behind this. Definitely. I am confident with all the resources available, lalabas at lalabas din yan in due time.
Opo. Maraming salamat, dating Negros Oriental Governor Pryde Henry Teves.
God bless po. God bless.
Kapuso, mauna ka sa mga balita. Panoorin ang unang balita sa unang hirit at iba pang award-winning newscasts sa youtube.com/GMA News. I-click lang ang subscribe button. Sa mga kapuso abroad, maaari kaming masubaybayan sa GMA Pinoy TV at www.gmanews.tv.